God,
Thanks.
I can't believe someone told me to brush my hair. Like, no!
And I'm the cutest bug to ever exist, okay? Wait, let's find her. What's her name? She's on Facebook. Yeah,
Snug as a bug in a rug. Like, okay, thank you. Like,
like, A Bug's Life is one of my favorite movies, so thank you. Thank you. And you know what the best part too is? Okay, you guys, I'm recapping you all because I told Kaylee when she jumped on that someone called me a bug and told Chi Chi to brush her hair. And I'm like also thinking to myself, like, I knew this comment before I did my hair today, and I wore my hair very similar to how she like the day she called me that. So like let's amp
like
it
you
up.
look
Let's amp it.
cute as shit. You're the cutest bug ever.
Thank you. That's gonna be my new bio. The cutest bug to ever live. Oh, you guys, speaking of bugs, but, like, not the cute kinds, fucking West Wilson and Amanda Batula, like, oh, like, this bonus episode, I feel like, again, like, they had to create it because of
Mhm.
the answers we didn't get. I think that they realized that, but I also think the reason why they did it was to make Amanda like, give Amanda one more shot and make her look good
Mhm.
and, like, make us feel bad for her, and I was falling for it. There was a
Mhm.
moment where I was, "Wait, Taylor, back it up. You don't feel bad for this person. She is putting herself in this situation yet again, this
Mhm.
cycle." When she's talking to Lindsay, someone that we, love, Chi-Chi's come to love. You could even say Lindsay was like feeling for her. She does this. She has a way of making people feel for her. And I gotta snap out of it.
No, I'm feeling similarly. So Amanda walks into Lindsay's absolute palace. Oh my God, her apartment. It's the Taj Mahal. She's really slaying.
Well, and I
Um,
love really quickly, I love when they, like Pam, whenever they show us Lindsay's apartment, they're gonna show us the piano. Like,
yeah, they're like piano, high C, like they're like, look at our girl. She has made it.
yeah. And
And I'm like,
she was a
okay,
part
pop
of that.
off.
She was like,
Yeah.
make sure you get every angle, okay? Which, like, she should be so proud.
No, like her housewarming party was fucking epic. The level of like bougie, like ridiculousness was just so good. Well, then like Amanda, I'm dead at Lindsay's. Do you want a glass of rosé? And Amanda pulls out the 2 bottles. Rosé is their love language. Like that's how they relate. And I'm just like dead at them having like 4 bottles of rosé for this convo. So Lindsay is smart. Like she comes in like very friendly. Oh, rosé, like blah blah blah. Like they were like making small talk and like very like giggly. I'm like, oh, Lindsay's like making her comfortable so that she can like unleash the Kraken. Like, I don't know. Like, she's like, I need to get something out of this girl, like during this convo.
I think so too, honestly. But another part of me felt Lindsay and her go back so many years that she, like, it is that comfortability. Even if Lindsay's mad at someone, it's like when you've known someone for so long, it's hard to just be stone cold, in that
Yeah.
situation. I was like, is Lindsay forgetting how diabolical Amanda is? Because they're just like about to shoot the shit. Because I fall into that sometimes. Like when I'm in a fight with someone, like I'm so easy to be like, oh my God, like let's just have fun. Like let's have the fun that we
Yeah.
can have.
It's so much easier to be like comfortable and friendly
Yes.
versus like, and also it's to Lindsay's advantage for Amanda to think she's in like friendly territory so that she can like actually open up and like actually explain, pray tell, what the hell happened.
Pray tell. They were comfortable. And then when Lindsay started cracking down on her, Amanda was like, ugh. Like, wait
Yeah.
a second. Wait, are we doing this? Like, which she had to have been prepared. And okay, I saw last night, I watched Watch What Happens Live. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I caught the tail end. Bo and Yang, and then the other guy that he does this podcast with.
Oh,
Matt
Matt
Rogers. I
Rogers.
love these two. Yes.
Obsessed.
And Matt's take was, Amanda, can you pop off and wear cute clothes? I was like, thank you. That was my thought too. When she showed up to Lindsay's apartment, like not that Lindsay was dressed to the nines, but like she had she looked put together. She was cute.
Yeah.
Amanda's in like these leggings, these, oversized socks, like those shoes. When they zoomed in on her shoes, those
The Solomons.
the black shoes, like fine for like if you're going to go walk the streets of New York
Oh,
City.
yeah. No, let me tell you, those are like all the rage in New York, the
Okay.
Solomons. But I think Amanda, like,
Not my kind of
why
rage.
are you in leggings and a sweatshirt and then full glam? You're not fooling anyone. I think she's purposely trying to be like if she were to show up all cute and like put together, then that like hurts her narrative that she's like struggling and like this like she's trying to look like disheveled and like meek because like she
Yeah.
and
Okay,
then
that
like
is true. I could see her that way, but like, you know who needs to brush their hair? Even if you're meek? Amanda. The back
Yeah,
of her head when they kept panning the shots back of her head, I was like, "Fix this part." Like, just
I know. I
oh
know.
god.
I mean, I'm one to talk, but I mean, like, big sister, Hub House, absolutely clocking in to deliver, like, tough love and hard truths. Like, Amanda was like, "Uh-oh," like
She gave it to
but, like,
her.
thank you, Lindsay. Yes, she needs a big sister. She needs, like, a voice of reason in her life. Like, I think Lindsay had a point, like, no one in her life is, like, giving it to her straight. Like
No. And when sh I loved what Lindsay said, she was like, "You made an adult decision to do this,
mhm.
and then you can't now be an ostrich and put your head in the sand and not own it." And Amanda was like that was when she was, I think, in the maybe that wasn't I don't know how they edited it, but that was the first time I saw Amanda be kind of, like, taken aback that Lindsay was calling her out in the conversation, and she was like,
Yeah.
like, I and you could tell, then she started almost, like, in her head, she wanted to get defensive, but she held back. Like, her brain was totally like, "What is she like, is Lindsay serious? I am owning it. Does she not realize how hard my life is right now?" You're not Lindsay is right. You're not owning it. What you're doing is you're at home, you're sad, you're not on social media, you're not watching the show, you're not making any actions other than being seen out with the guy that you made this adult decision with. And so that's where the frustration is with Lindsay. It's like, and Lindsay goes, "No, you're not owning it, Amanda. You're not."
Yeah.
And she thinks
And,
she
like,
is
she's just
because her life's ruined. That's not
right,
owning
it's
it.
like you're just, like, prolonging it by not, like, processing it and, like, the fact that she still hasn't watched, like, are you kidding me?
It's
Like, after
unprofessional. It's like, who used to not watch the show when it was Vanderpump? Remember? Sheena.
Craig never watched The Southern Charm too.
I forgot about that, but I remember I think Sheena or I forget who, like or Sheena only watched her scenes, remember? She would fast forward
Classic.
everyone else's, so she didn't know, like, what was going on. But it is unprofessional, like, this is your job, you're getting paid, so they should be required to watch the show, and I think it's so rude that Amanda's not doing that, and not even rude, like, I guess take that out of
Also,
the fact,
like
it's like, take accountability.
but also, like, not even, like, from the professional standpoint, like, if I had sat at the reunion and had all these people, like, tell me that, like, my impression of the situation I'm in is, like, totally off and, like, I should take a harder look, like, for herself, she should have watched it back to, like, really see, like, how things went down and, like, ugh, ugh.
No, yeah, that was what you and I talked about last week, like, such a big opportunity for self-reflection, and that's another thing. That would be if she came to that conversation, if Lindsay said, "Own it, Amanda, own it." Amanda, again, could have came back and been like, "Lindsay, I just watched the whole season. I have taken a time to reflect." Like, after the
Right.
reunion, like, that would be an actionable step. She's not doing like, what I'm just confused. What is her, like, version of selfish, number 1, and her version of owning it? I am owning it, Lindsay. My life is over. My life is blown up. That's not own okay, I feel like I said own like, if I'm gonna look at this transcript and the amount of times I've said own it, but, like, who said it? Vicky? Or no, Tamra. Fuck, I love my Bravo, like, all the Bravo lines. That's my opinion!
I think
Um,
that was Tamra.
yeah, Tamra. Ugh, it makes me so mad. So, okay, here's the thing. Let's talk about Amanda saying it feels like deja vu. Okay, so we're watching Amanda do the same thing. Okay, it's deja vu. The way she's talking about now West, okay, and how she didn't use the word manipulate, but she's trying to make us think like he pursued me, he texted me, he liked me. It's all like him coming after her. Like there's no ownership again. And like, it just felt like, again, like she had no problem throwing him under the bus like she has for Kyle over the years when Lindsay brings to light the fact that he's telling everyone else that like Amanda was obsessed with him and had a crush on him and pursued him. Like Amanda's like smirks and goes, "That's funny." And like, that's all him. It's like, you have no problem with a guy. Like, if this is her twisted head, like, she has no issue throwing these men and these relationships, Sierra, Kyle, West, under the bus and then going back to them.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, the fact that she's, like, still but, like okay, so here's, like, the summary. I feel like their PR, like, game plan, like, Wes and Amanda for, like, these sit downs was like, "Okay, Amanda, play the victim. You had nothing" like, because like, they're Wes and Amanda, like, aren't gonna make it. So, how do they each save themselves and, like, separate like, strategically. So Amanda was the victim, what it was all Wes, like, he pursued her, like, she had no idea what was going on, like, she was swept up in the moment, she was, like, having this, like, crazy post-breakup, like, doesn't know what's going on, so, like, that's her moment, and then Wes was so in love, he couldn't help like, neither are true, but, like, that's their version that they're going with so that they can each get off, you know what I mean? Like, she gets off playing the victim, he gets off being this, like, hopeless romantic that, like, just couldn't help himself, and I'm like, it's not the case." But, like, even their versions aren't really lining up, like, how can both of those things like, she didn't seem into him at all.
No, and I think again, they get like I told like that's a great summary of like their PR strategy. I do think that's probably how they went into it. But like they catch themselves. Like West can't help himself in his conversation with Kyle. He wants to come in with this plan, right? But then as people respond as Kyle responds to him, as people say things to him at the reunion, it's like his evil, it's like his mask comes off and he like there's moments where he's like he becomes that like person he is and he's like, "Oh wait, reel it in,
Mhm.
reel it in." Like the moment when he told
Mhm.
Kyle, he was like, "I've loved her. I said I love you in your bedroom when I left." And Kyle's like, "Wait, back it up. You said I love you?" And then Wes was like, "Well, like I care for her. I've always cared for her. Like I'm not in love with her." It's like just they like how can you lie so much and then not keep up with your own lies? It's wild.
No, literally. And then, like, okay, so we'll just go, like, chronologically through the
Yeah.
Amanda Lindsay because there's so much to get to with the Kyle and Wes, like, that was really intense. The girls was more like, oh, like, Lindsay hearing her out and sort of, like, giving her, like, the advice she could, but, like, Amanda saying, like, she was so happy and euphoric, like, living her life, like, without Kyle finally, like, she's, like, finally on her own and, like, free from, like, their toxic dynamic, and she's probably thinking, like, "Oh my god, I could have spent my 20s, like, hot and happy instead of, like, babysitting Kyle and, like, hating my life," and now she's, like, finally having fun. But it's like, here's the thing, neither Wes nor Amanda have, like, any credibility anymore, so, like, I actually don't know what to do with, like, anything they said. Like, how are we supposed to, like, believe anything? And, like, Amanda, like, you were really so distracted and swept up in it that, like, you didn't once think about Sierra, and, like, Lindsay had to even bring Sierra up, like, that just goes to show that, like, Amanda actually, like, never liked Sierra and didn't think of her friend at all, like, it never crossed your mind to, like, maybe shut it down with this guy? Like, are you like, you're that pathetic that, like, if anyone shows you attention, you, like, can't turn it down?
No,
It's like
and that's
it's
how she
pathetic
is.
is the word, like,
Yeah.
pathetic is the word.
And that is like that's how she got swept away with Kyle, and like saw this opportunity from the beginning. And he cheats on her and she couldn't get out of it because her saying that she left that marriage feeling unlovable. You entered that marriage. Ooh, I had a little Amanda Batula ghost. My door just went, Amanda. Yeah, you are pathetic. But basically, like she entered that marriage feeling unlovable. Like
Mhm.
and it doesn't come from Kyle. Like it's like yes, they had issues in their marriage, and yes, she wanted certain things and more from him in certain areas of their marriage. But you can't tell me that that man didn't like love you and give you like affection at even if it was sexless or whatever, like for that whole time. And it
Well, I
stems from
think, like,
her. It's deep
she
down
was at
her
the
own.
point where, like, she didn't want it from like, she said the thing, like, Wes finally was giving her, like, what she was begging Kyle for so long, and I'm like, "Oh, what?" Like, what is he but, like, at some point, like, she was so off Kyle that it was, like, gross, like, when he would, like, try to like, she was like, "Ew, like, I don't want it from you." So, like, Kyle had already, like, ruined like, he basically, like, couldn't do anything right at that point, but, like, her saying, like, "Oh my god, Wes was finally showing me, like, all the things I, like, begged Kyle for." I'm like, "Wes is just telling you exactly what you wanna hear because he knows that you're, like, easy, like, you're
Yes.
easy to, like, fool and, like, you're so desperate for this that, like, it was so like what you said last week, like, he studied the Kyle Amanda playbook so that he could then, like, be exactly what Amanda needed in her, like, post-Kyle like, it's actually diabolical. Like, if what she's saying is at all true that, like, he was the one pursuing her and, like, there were no, like, romantic vibes whatsoever, and she was, like, kind of like, "I guess, okay, I mean, if you really like me that much, like, okay." Like, are you joking?
And but like that's her, like you said, playing the victim. And like when she said, like, oh, he starts like when they show the group text and who was right there?
Katie
Katie
DeLuca!
DeLuca.
I know! I was like, "Where is she?" Like, come on.
Like, it's like if I was Katie DeLuca, like, has anyone ever asked her, to be on any of these shows, or is she just like this side character in all of their lives? Like, it's so
I don't
wild.
know. I think she's
Um,
on the city now because in the city. She's on in the city now because like she just was such a key part. She was like the only like she was only the character like that was in on this whole thing. So they needed to have her on.
but it's like she's clearly not someone that Bravo is signing as like ever a full-time cast member, but she's involved in like the web of it all. Which I
Yeah.
just find so fascinating. Which, okay, we got to go back though when she was talking about, yeah, like, and then she was saying all those things like to Lindsay, like, like he texted me all those whatever. He was saying all the right things. And that was
Mhm.
Amanda's way of like making it sound like manipulation without saying it. And Lindsay goes, "So you're saying he manipulated you?" And she was like, "Well, I didn't use those words, but whatever you take from that." Like, that is
Mhm.
such a tactic that she went into the conversation knowing she was going to say. And that's when I didn't feel bad anymore. Like, not that I like had an ounce of like there was a moment where when she was talking about it, I was like, "Oh, like you were in a vulnerable state. Like this was a time when like, you needed like a friend and not a guy trying to pursue you." But it's like I'm like she has been this person from the freaking get, and I don't have an ounce of sympathy for this person. She is someone who just continues to put herself first. And like, even I saw a quote that Sierra said, I forget where she said this, might have been an article or something, but it was on Instagram. Sierra basically said, like, it's become more clear that our relationship was never reciprocated. Like, I was always
Mhm.
there for Amanda. I was her soundboard. I was the one picking her up. And if you look back, when was she ever there for Sierra? Even when she was like there for her, like, quote about Wes, or even with Paige, it was always a dig. Like, it was always like, "Oh, like, what's he gonna say now?" Or like, do you remember? It was always like she put them down about the choices they made with the guys, whereas the other girls,
Yeah.
like, lifted her up.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh yeah, that one comment was like so brutal." Also, so this is Amanda sort of like she's got like Miss Hub House across from her and like number one man hater crusader that we have. Like you see her doing it on on in the city where like she's fighting battles like on other girls' behalfs, like against men. Like she loves to like take up arms. So here she's like I guess he manipulated me, I guess. And Hub House is like, he's done for. Like, this is not right. Like, Lindsay's getting all fired up. Like, once again, Amanda's just passing her battle off to like somebody stronger and more vocal so that like she doesn't have to do it. And she can still like go back and like still be with Wes.
And then still go to Italy after this
Yes.
conversation?
Also, like, if you're Amanda and you actually think, like, maybe this guy was, like, up to no good or, like, maybe he was trying to, like, mess with me, like, why would you not watch the show back? And why would you not, like, talk to Miha and, like, ta actually, like, try to figure out what happened? Like, I don't think like, if you feel like somebody's, like, fooling you, she's like, "I feel stupid," and Lindsay being like, you are stupid."
You
Like,
should feel stupid. That was
yeah,
great.
like
To be honest, you should feel stupid. Like,
yeah.
but here's the thing about Amanda. She lives in a constant state of feeling stupid. She lives in a
Yeah.
constant state of feeling not good enough, not lovable. And I hate
Yeah.
that for her. Like, no, I don't want anyone to feel that way. But it's like the sympathy and the pity party is done. Like, at
Mhm.
some point, you gotta pick up your bootstraps and like live your life.
Basically, she would rather feel stupid with West by her side, giving her that, like, attention validation, than feel stupid alone with, like and face the music of that, like, she has no friends left and, like, no husband and all this stuff. Like,
Which
she's
is
like,
such a
I
slap in the face to Katie DeLuca.
and it's like it's a slap in the face to herself, like, don't you
Yeah.
think, like, Lindsay was I think did such a great job of, like, "Hey, like, self-love and self-worth, like, you're never gonna find that somewhere else," and, like, oh god, it's, like, really, it's pathetic to watch, like, you're 34 years old, girl. I don't really care that you, like, have been with Kyle since you're 24, like, you should have been doing, like, some of your own personal growth along the way, and, like, you should be able to, like, stand on your own 2 feet.
And I feel like she was starting to when her and Kyle were separating, and she was like loving, like, but it's like, now what do we even believe? Because like, I feel like you were into Wes. And I feel like Amanda was never able to like leave Kyle until she knew there was something else, like
Mhm.
someone else that was giving her attention, which makes me even more confident in the fact that they were talking or crush or something romantic was happening before she separates from Kyle. Because
It's
again,
also
they
like,
don't bring up the video. Like the video is so freaking
yeah.
key in all of this. And it's like, so honestly, like Bravo did us such a disservice by not including that in the cut.
Well, I think they're trying to like save face for Amanda, but I don't know why. Like, I don't know.
What do they have
Also,
for
like,
Amanda? Like, what is Amanda to Bravo? Like, they are acting like Amanda is like, like a Kyle Cook. Like, maybe because they've been a partnership for so long, they like loop that. Like, maybe they're just so close with Amanda because they're so close to Kyle. But like, why are they protecting her so much?
I don't know.
It's driving me
Also,
nuts.
like, somebody was like, Amanda's been on Summer House for 10 years, and you c and, like, there are people that have been on for way less and, like, come in for, like, shorter seasons. She's like, "I can't think of one iconic thing Amanda's done or said. I can't think of, like we were saying, like, earlier, like, we can't even know what, like, Amanda is. Like, we can't even, like, describe her personality versus, like, Paige was only on for, like, 5 seasons, and, like, you could name, like, 10 things she's done, and, like, Sierra's done all this stuff, and, like, Amanda's had so much more time and has, like, way less to show for it because she's just, like, not that interesting to watch. Like, she's just not. So I don't know
No.
why, like, Bravo is, like, holding on for dear life. Like, if they really wanna talk about ratings, like, give us everything.
Yeah,
That'll be good for Bravo.
right. And like they
Like,
admit
incinerate the girl.
incinerate her. Andy put like what an arc, like a character arc.
Yeah.
Like she's just been like what is it when someone's like, like their heart is like nothing. And then it's like
Flatline. Yeah.
like that would be her ending. But yeah, flatline. She basically flatlined for 10 years and like finally gave us
Yeah.
a pulse, but then showed up completely shut down. Yeah, I feel like frustration now. Towards Andy and Bravo and everybody for removing such key parts that like because they're not like Amanda and Wes aren't telling us what actually happened, right? We're never gonna get the true
Mhm.
story. And like we thought, okay, can we trust Bravo and the producers and the editors to do it? Like I thought we could. And after the
Yeah.
reunion, after the 3 parts and now this aftermath, like they're lying to us. Like they know what happened and they're not sharing it. And so it's just like I'm almost like just frustrated by
Yeah.
the Bravo
Well,
people.
I think, like, I've been feeling this too, like, in the past, like, couple years with, like, Bravo and reality TV in general. Like, I don't need your fabricated, manipulated storyline version of what happened. Like, this is like, stop trying to like manipulate it into like, just let it play out how it is. Like, that's
Stop
going to be
producing.
interesting enough. In fact, like, more interesting if we get the actual truth. And I think like social media and like how sort of like in the wild they are and like that veil is kind of lifted on like, you can't just like put out some like fake version and then expect us to like think that that's like the truth. Like we need to know that like what actually happened.
Because
And
of
then
how
like with
big this
these
is. It's a must.
yeah. And like there's too many like sources of truth that are like playing in that we're just having to question everything and then it's like Bravo's losing its integrity.
Mhm.
But like here's the thing, like neither Wes nor Amanda is trustworthy. Maybe Amanda is the more trustworthy one just because we know for a fact that, like, Wes is a huge liar, like, we have him, like, on camera lying, we have him, like, pinned, like, you can't trust him, but I don't know, like, watching the old seasons back, like, Amanda, like, does and says shitty things, and she's, like, kind of manipulating the story and whatever, trying to, like, trap people into bad situations. Like, are there any blatant Amanda lies that people are willing to, like, come forward and, like, disprove so that we can, like, discount her? Like, unfortunately, like, Kyle's not that reliable either. Like, do we need Luke to come forward? Do we need Hannah to come forward? Like, somebody come forward and be like, "No, actually, that's a lie on camera," so that we can, like, discount this version of Amanda because, like, we already know we can't believe West. Amanda's kind of selling us pretty well, but, like, we need confirmation, like, "Oh, we can't believe her either."
Yes. No, honestly,
Like,
I'll come forward.
like, Kyle, like, spill the beans on your marriage. Like, enough is enough. Stop protecting her. Like, what's really going on? How many times has she, like, totally manipulated you and, like, totally, like, hung you out to dry on camera? Like, let's go.
Oh my
Unleash.
god,
Unleash the
it'd
Kraken.
be too many. It'd be too many to count. Like that would be a 4-part reunion. First of all, if we actually just unleashed all of this. So actually, people are coming out of the woodwork. I saw comments of one of Amanda's classmates from high school.
I saw that too, being
Yes.
like she was always a pick me, like blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Like she hasn't changed, this is who she is, and if you think back, like, on seasons, like, when how she treated Jules and was, like, so, like, cliquey and, like, "You're not a part of us," and then, like, when she, like,
Mhm.
so, like, honestly mean girl when you watch her when they're partying out in the backyard at that I think it was the 4th of July party, or no, it was the space party because she had space buns in her hair, and Jules is drinking from a bottle, and then Amanda kicks the bottle and, like, hits Jules' tooth. It's like, you're, like, not a nice person, and, like, she
Yeah.
claims all these years, that Kyle's been abusive, like, verbally, and, like, Kyle yells. We have seen you on camera physically assault Kyle. We have. That one night when he came home super late, they're in the old house, and he was in the kitchen with I forget who, but she comes in to the kitchen from sleeping and goes like this, hits him as hard as she can in the arm. I will pull that clip. And I remember thinking, like, is she serious? Like, I don't care how mad you are at someone, you're gonna come down and like this man just stayed out like until 2 a.m. Like, yes, that's annoying and frustrating if you talked about him not doing that, but you don't physically hit someone. Like,
Yeah.
and that was on camera. And nobody ever said anything. It wasn't talked about at the reunion. Kyle never said, and he looked at her and was like, what was that for? Like, and if she's doing that on camera, I have a feeling like, I was talking to my friend Ivy about this last night because we like couldn't believe we had both of our husbands, we had this like residency event and we looked at each other. We were like, the audacity of them to like tell us we have to go to this, like when Aftermath is on, like
Yeah, like
we
we
were
need to
so
get out of
upset.
here.
Yes. But we were talking about it and she actually brought that up to me too. She was like, it's so crazy to, that Amanda keeps coming out and saying that like, these fights that they have, and I brought up like when she said like how the dogs would hate this. Like she paints this picture. She paints this picture that Kyle's this like evil, manipulative, abusive person. But we've seen you physically hurt him. And I'm done with it. Like I'm so
Mhm.
over it. And this
Mhm.
Aftermath it was the nail in the coffin for me. I don't want to see Amanda Batula on any of my TV screens. I don't want her back. Wes has already confirmed he's gone. And I don't want Amanda back. So bravo.
Yeah.
Get your credit back. Like you just said, Kaylee, you're so right. They're discredited. We don't know we can't trust you anymore. If you want us back, if you want us to
Yeah,
recap
fight for
this
us.
again,
Time to fight for us.
get her off. Get her off.
Yeah. I mean, like, just to like, because we need to get to like the boys because I think like the summary of Lindsay Amanda, Lindsay Slade, thank you so much for your service. Like, big sister came and like Amanda, she's kind of a lost cause. It's like up to her now if she wants to like figure out who she is as a person. But like, if she's just going to take the easy route of like male attention for like her source of validation and self worth, like, okay, sister, have fun with that. Like,
Yeah, and we don't want to see it. I don't want to see it
yeah.
on my screens anymore. I don't want you in any confessionals. Like you have proven time and time again what your storyline is, and we're tired. We don't
Yeah,
want
we're
that
tired.
storyline. We don't want it anymore. I do want to jump to Kyle and West, but we have to really quickly talk about when Lindsay told Amanda that he talked to Miha that morning. And like that
Mm,
they talk all the time. And
mm-hmm.
that he hooked up with Mia. Oh my god. Miha. God damn it. He hooked up with Miha in March. And so Lindsay looks at Amanda and says, so he cheated on you and he cheated on her. And Amanda goes, yeah. Like, so again, like that's the summary, but it's like,
And then Lindsay goes, he has to go. And Amanda goes, I know. But
but
do
you don't.
you?
You don't know because you
Yeah.
went to Italy with him. And you're still, they
Yeah.
were seen out on the streets of New York City like 2 nights ago.
Okay. Also, like the Italy thing. I think Kyle, I don't know if it was in the Kyle combo, but somebody said to Wes, like, go to Italy, like, be with your family, like, go by yourself. Like, and Wes was
Miha.
like, I'm going by my, oh yeah, Mia said that. She's like, I'm going by myself. I'm going by myself. Hell no, not on Amanda's watch. Like, Amanda's not about to be like not there. And like, she doesn't care. She doesn't care about like the publicity. Like, she is thinking from like the insecure, like side chick point of view. Like, no, I will be at that wedding with you. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't think Wes wanted her to go. I think she insisted on going. And
I
that's why
agree.
like the vibes were so off with them in
And I
all the
think
like reports.
No, I totally agree with you. And that was her way of like, because here's the thing, the Aftermath, she knew the Aftermath was going to come out and that it was going to come out that like he was basically two-timing her this whole time with Miha. Like That was clear. She knew it. So her then going to this wedding in her mind is like solidifying, well, he's taking me to the wedding, his brother's wedding in Italy.
Yeah.
I'm not the side chick, Miha is. But
Yeah.
you know who actually would be like a strong girl and someone who like stands on conviction, which we know Amanda doesn't, would be someone like Miha, who's not going to go to this wedding. And who's to say that Wes didn't invite her? Like, granted, I think Miha has her own issues. The fact that she's still
She
having
can't even yeah, she still can't even let him go.
yeah,
Like,
like she
what?
has her own conversations with him. But like what would have actually made Amanda look good after the aftermath was like all the stuff came to light. I moved on and I'm moving on with my life and I'm focusing on Amanda. Like she always says she
Yeah.
is. I'm focused on Amanda. I gotta put myself first. So no, it's honestly my takeaway was like I found myself on my phone. Like I found myself during these conversations like bored. And
Well, it's just like we can't trust it. So like
no,
what's even the point of like listening to it?
we can't trust it at all. And then the last thing to tie this up with the bow was when Lindsay like tells her this, about how Wes said, that she was the one pursuing and she like smirks and laughs and goes, "That's funny."
Yeah, like once again, like she's still like trying to like that's her main focus is like the optics of like who likes who more. And like, no, he was obsessed with me, like how she was with Ben. Like, no, he's obsessed with me. Like, oh my God. It's like, no, you're obsessed with them being obsessed with you. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes. And isn't that like the definition of pick me girl?
And like you don't even like this guy. Like she never either she's not sharing it and like she's totally lying, or like it really did go down that way where she was like, oh, like I mean if you care about me this much and like what you're saying is true, like okay. Like, oh my God, it's like it's so like she has no agency even in this.
No, like zero. And it got me thinking 'cause you brought up the Ben thing. Like, it's so frustrating, like how Lindsay brought up at the end of the reunion, part 3, like that this whole reunion, right, was overshadowed by this conversation or like by Amanda and Wes when we like really didn't even like break ground. And like think about
Mhm.
all the things that they probably talked about but didn't air. Like they should have given us 4 or 5 parts because the Ben thing, like that is another thing that makes Amanda look really bad. Like the fact that she
Mhm.
was, making it seem like Ben was obsessed with her. Like they didn't air that. Again, that's
And like
Bravo trying to protect her. Like, why are you guys protecting her? Stop.
but also the way that she
Why do I get so heated?
apologized to Sabrina Bell, like the way she like apologized was like sorry that like it came off that way. Like, no. Sorry I like made this up and made this into a thing it totally wasn't, you know? Not like sorry like that hurt your feelings, like blah blah blah. It's like she still is like doubling down on like no, like he wanted me. And like that's just like you have a husband, you have a boyfriend, like now you need Ben too.
Well, and that's the thing. It's her. It's like she reacts when she's in trouble, quote unquote trouble, because she's not used to getting in trouble with the group, right? And this season, she got in trouble a lot, and like she's
Mhm.
kind of getting called out at well, during the season, but during the reunion, she for sure got called out. And her way of getting out of these situations is like the like retreating and being like that weak person so people feel bad for her. So like when she's like before leading up to talking to Sabrina Bell, I love
She
it.
was like, "I
My
feel
stomach
sick about
hurts.
this.
Yeah,
I
I feel
feel
sick.
so I've cried about this."
Like,
Like,
I'm
and
so
this
nervous.
same thing to Sierra. She's like, "I feel sick about this situation. Like, I feel sick." It's like, you're not the victim here.
Exactly. She's like, it's like her
You feel sick because you did something so shitty.
and we've all been there. We've all been there where like our stomach drops, we say something that, like we want to take back and like it's the worst feeling. Like it's too like when you love a friend so much or a family member or someone and you're in a disagreement, it's like that they feel a pit and you don't want them to. So like if it's a relationship that you want to repair, you're able, at least I feel like I am like I'm able to like take a step back and like not like beat them down and like make them feel worse. It's like I know that you feel this way, but with Amanda, it's like these friends almost can't even do that with her because she's not coming from a place of actually feeling bad for them. She's feeling bad for herself.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with Wes. Like, they can't sleep because other people are mad at them. They're
Hmm.
not sad because they hurt other people.
No. And that's
Like,
like the
they're
core issue.
yeah, like they can't sleep at night knowing like people like don't like them. And then okay, so one more thing about like the group chat. First
Yeah.
of all, like the way that Wes and Amanda both like texted about this whole situation, their texts were like so manipulative. Like, feel free to not respond. Like, no need to respond is like covering your ass in case they do ignore you. So it's like keeping the upper hand of like, oh, like, well, if you don't respond, it's because I told you, like, it's okay not to respond.
Yeah, that kept pissing me off. They both said that
So
every
annoying. They
single
both said
time.
versions of that.
It's
Yeah,
like,
like, Wes was like, "Take your time with this." Like,
don't tell
you're
me. Don't tell
yeah,
me what I'm now gonna do in response to what you did to me. Like,
yeah.
fuck off.
So then the other thing is, like, Wes, like,
Totally,
in
Kaylee.
these
I
group
felt
chats,
that.
like
Why did that trigger me so much? That was, like, so
no, it
annoying.
pissed me off. And then you can tell that, like, Wes is coaching Amanda because then that's how Amanda texted Lindsay and
Mhm.
Sierra. But, like, that's, like, classic, like, Wes poise, like, "Okay, like, start the text with, like, you don't have to respond." I could
Like
just picture it.
like, I'm
And
being
then
understanding.
yeah, like, no, it's like you're not being understanding of their feelings. You're covering your own, like, ego for when they do ignore you. And then Wes is, like, texting in this group chat, like, trying to see Amanda, like, incessantly, like, he's trying to be seen with her in public because he knows that's gonna, like, cause a convo and blah, blah, blah. Then he pivots the hang from, like, the bar first of all, the bar that he mentioned, Gramercy Ale House, is, like, the faciest, and, like, this is, like, such a Michigan term, but, like, facey is, like you're facey means, like, you're in the scene, like, you're well known, like, you're out there, you're popular, like, that's what we used to call, like, Joe Bradley when he went to Michigan, like, Joe Bradley was facey.
Mhm.
Like and so, like, Wes is taking her to these, like, really facey places where, like, they'll definitely be seen by, like, people who watch the show and, like, blah, 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 like, that'll cause a stir, and then he has her come to his apartment for, like, a group hang, knowing that people have her location, like, Sierra and Kyle will, like, see that she's like, he is feeding the rumor mill that, like, me and Amanda are spending a lot of time together, and then he's, like, also pursuing her romantically, like, okay, it's almost like he was creating the paper trail of the timeline. Like, if what she's saying is true, that she, like, didn't have any interest in him romantically, like, he's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna have all these seeds planted that, like, we were spending all this time together."
Right.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's diabolical." That's, like, truly like, if he was really the one driving the ship. Like, he really did kinda trap her. If she was like, "Fine, I finally started saying yes to going."
And, like, the way she was text people too. No, Kaylee, like, yeah, like, that is a weird like, it's we've known he's, like, strategic and almost smarter than, like, we give him credit for, like, early on. Like, that is probably him thinking, like, I have a trail. But also the way that Amanda, like, responds, like, "You're gonna hate me. Like, I'm not coming out," or "You're gonna hate," it's like, it's just like, what these are, like, grown adults. Like, I just feel like the way that they're going about these hangouts is as like, which just shows how immature they are. It's like they're acting like
Also,
they're in
like
their, like, early 20s hanging out.
somebody somebody like West probably goes out 6 or 7 nights a week. So, of course, like, you're turning down 5 of those invites, but you're still going twice, you
Yeah,
know? Like, he's constantly like, "Who wants to come here and drink here? Who wants to do this?" And go like, he's obviously, like, casting a wide net to, like, who wants to go out because he constantly wants to go out. So he's, like, constantly, like, grasping for, like, a group to go with him, and Amanda thinks she's like, "I turned him down so much." I'm like, "Girl, he was inviting half of New York City to his table." Like, you know what I mean?
well, also the text that they show, which I thought was, like, again, Bravo trying to, like, protect Amanda, because the group chat they showed, Katie when Wes invites them to hang out at his place, Katie DeLuca responds, "Where's your apartment?" Or something like that. Like, trying to make it seem like these 2, Katie and Amanda, don't frequent at Wes' apartment, they're not hanging out there. How old was that text message? Because 'Cause you're
Yeah.
telling me, like, over that period, they hadn't been to Wes' apartment? Like, that is such bullshit. So they're trying again to, like, make it seem like Katie DeLuca doesn't know where Wes lives? Please.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot fool us, you guys, and, like, that is, like I don't think Bravo realized, like, as this went on, like, they're like, "Ooh, we're giving the fans what they want. We're giving them, the aftermath." You guys are shooting yourself in the foot because 'cause we're,
No,
like, catching on to
literally.
what you're doing.
Yeah, like, the selective, like, reveals, it's like again, it's like they're trying to manipulate the story, and it's just, like, it's not working. Like, it's just
No.
frustrating the viewers. It's not, like it's not doing what they think it's
So
doing.
you're saying Wes, and let's go back to your trail really quickly because I like how you piece that together. You're saying that like him doing that is him like trying to like go back. So if people say that if Amanda were to come out and be like, we did like this wasn't the case, let's just say, if like she were to bury him, that's his way of like having a paper trail.
No, I think it's more like his way. Like, if this guy cares about, like, storyline and, like, publicity over anything, him being seen out with Amanda a
AC.
lot
Yes.
post breakup, and then they act the way they act in front of people, like, that's going to cause rumors to stir, which is good for Wes. Like he wants his name in people's mouths. Like still to this
Mm.
day, like him going on his podcast last week and being like, I hope the Knicks lose so that no one watches the aftermath episode. Like that just made people want to watch it more. Like it's like reverse psychology, you know? And it's like he fucking loves that everyone's talking about him. Like if he wasn't, he wouldn't be talking about it on his podcast. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Okay,
He's
now
like,
I'm
stop,
tracking.
everyone stop talking about me. Everyone stop. After he just like spent the last 9 months like begging Amanda to be seen with him because
Yes.
that's good for
Okay.
his street cred.
Now I'm tracking. Yes. I like that
You
take a
know?
lot because he is also like when his dick pics came out. Most people like there's been so many celebrity, pictures that have come out, sex tapes, whatever, and they don't address it, okay? When you don't
Mm-hmm.
address it, they know those types of like A-listers or those celebrities, it's a cycle, okay? Think about Orlando
Right.
Bloom being on that like paddleboard and his penis is literally out for like the world to see, okay? Everyone's seen this picture. Vanessa Hudgens, like they don't address it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we move on and we almost respect it also because like, we know that they didn't want that out. Like they didn't really care. I mean, Orlando Bloom, like full blown out in the ocean. I don't know. And his schlong was like way different than Wes. Let's be so
But
for
that's
real.
also different. That's like a paparazzi shot that was like, this was like, okay, yeah. Also, they rolled the tapes back of like the nude reveal on the couch. And I was like, I had like a whole epiphany. So they roll it back. Jesse's like, oh, I have him on my phone. And Wes is like, you have him? Like, am I hard? And Jesse's like, no, you're flaccid. It's like, if you're like, how many flaccid nudes do you have out there that you're questioning if the one that leaked is hard or flaccid? Like,
Yes.
excuse me?
Yes.
Who sends like flaccid nudes? Like, I'm just like, and that's Wes being like, oh, my nudes leaked, but don't worry, like I wasn't hard, like they weren't even sexual nudes. Like those are the nudes he selectively leaked.
No,
Like
and
it
it's
just
like it's so true. It's like if I found out my nudes leaked, my first thought wouldn't be like, how do I look? It's just like I have them out there. Like there's
no,
a
a
picture of
thousand
me
percent.
naked. Like that is and even like Amanda responding to him in that situation, saying like, well, I didn't
I
receive
never
them.
got any.
They're so
Right.
living in a different universe than like any
Yeah.
normal person. So yes, I do agree with you. I think that the faciness and him wanting to be seen is so evident. And even like in his conversation with Kyle, which we'll get to, when he says like, well, my days on TV are over. It's like he laughs about it. And it's like, so he's trying to get these last little moments and like be out
Of
and
like,
about.
yeah, like his like that interaction with like Jesse over the nudes is like him being like, "Oh, look, I'm like a goofy nice guy. Like I'm still like a nice guy. Like my nudes that leaked, like I'm not even hard in them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just like a silly boy." It's like, "Bruh, give it a rest. Give it a rest."
No, I know. Literally, just stop. Just stop talking. Stop. Open your mouth. Don't go on your podcast. Like, why again is he talking about all of this on his podcast? It's like, because he's probably making money from it. So now he's like, I have to talk about it on it, which like, I guess I'll give him credit from that perspective. Like you gotta eat. You got enough money to go to the bars in West Village, I guess.
No, literally, like it's expensive. But okay, wait, we forgot to say like Lindsay's absolute best line.
What?
She goes to Amanda. Imagine fucking up so bad we forgot what a horrible husband Kyle was to you. I was like, Emmy immediately. Like
That was
so true.
so true. And like, that's the thing about it. And I think even Kyle can sit back in that moment, and be like, fair point, Lindsay. Like, because
Right.
they're self-aware. Like, I get that these people are in this like reality TV space, but I do really feel that like people on reality TV are a lot smarter than people really think, and like let on. Like, there is something to say, even us, okay, who love watching reality TV. People can make fun of it. It is like Mal and I are talking about this. It's like psychology. Like we love, like, I mean, I was a communications major, like you were, English, but like still, like we're really fascinated by like how people operate and like
Behavior.
behavioral stuff. And like that is a lot of what it is. And so
This is a study, like full blown.
it's a study. It's a literally a study.
Okay, let's get to the boys because
Yeah.
like I was immediately okay, so like Wes walks in and
Oh,
the
God.
dog is going crazy. So I think it was Ryder or
I mean, I
Reese,
only know
whatever.
Ryder.
One of the little fuckers
Yeah.
is the smoking gun this whole conversation. Like the dog was a third character. So Wes walks in and he goes, the dog's like going crazy because he knocked and he goes, I should know better.
Right away. I go,
right
ew.
away, like claiming his territory, like, I know your dog and your dog knows me. And then the dog proceeds to be like all over him the whole episode. And Kyle is like freaking out over the fact that like the dog knows Wes. He's like, have you been here before? Like, gee, like, and like, there was so, oh, they literally broke my heart. Like, Kyle was like holding onto his dog like so tightly. One point gets up and pulls the dog away from Wes. Like, Kyle could not stand watching this man like be all over his dog. It was like Amanda was the dog in that moment of like, oh, he's got your girl now and like you're left alone and like the dog wants to be by him and like it's new fresh meat and like blah 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 and like the dog totally abandoned you. I'm like, this is a fucking study. Like, and Kyle was like losing it over the dog.
No, the whole dog thing, you're right. Like Ryder or whatever the dog's name was such a third character. Like I clocked that immediately. Like that was the first thing I wrote down. This is all caps. Like Kyle is clocking it. So weird. Like, first of all, he lied when he said he's never been to that apartment. I know for a fact, because him saying I should know better, you have been to that apartment, okay? All the times Kyle's out of town for his DJ stuff and man doesn't go. You have been there, okay? And that is like, even when Wes answered Kyle, his like voice cracked and like he got all nervous. He was like, no, I never been here. No, I never been here. Like,
No, first time, first time.
yeah.
I mean, maybe he's never been to that apartment, but he's definitely like been with
Oh,
Amanda's dogs.
when
Whether
first of all,
it was at her new place or like she brought them to his place, like he knows the dogs and he knows like, oh, don't knock because the dogs go crazy. Also, like fucking psychotic dog. Like, give your dog a Xanax. Like the
no,
dog would not give it a rest.
like this dog, like also if I was Wes, like I kind of be like, can we get this dog out of here? Like I'm trying to like, I'm so nervous for this conversation. This
No,
dog
the
won't leave
dog
me
like
alone.
blew up his spot 100%, and he knew it at one point. Like when it was like towards the end, and like the dog like still wouldn't leave him alone. He stops like petting the dog, and he's like, "Oh my God, like this dog is like ruining my entire like script."
I
That
loved
like,
it. I loved it.
oh my God, I'm like, the dog doesn't lie, okay?
No. Because the dog
And then
had
there was
no
also
idea that we're all like doing what we're doing, boots on the ground. And just like that was the best part. Like just gave it away that this dog is so comfortable with you. And like I'm
yeah.
sure like they bring these dogs around all the time. You know, like I'm sure they're around their friends, but not to like that level. And like maybe the dog's like, you know, a dog that like, you know, is like really great with people. I don't know. But like you could just tell the way that the dog was around Wes that he was comfortable.
Or just like, even if like, let's say you have a friend over and your dog's all excited for like the new person. Like if this were like a different person that Kyle had over, if it was like Carl and the dog was like obsessed with Carl, Kyle would be like, oh my God, so cute. Like she loves you. Like how cute. No, Kyle was like, no, this is my dog. Like get away from, like he couldn't stomach like, cause dogs usually like new people giving them attention, like whatever. But there was one point where like, so Wes was like rubbing the dog's belly, the dog was like all over, and then you cut to and Kyle's holding her like a baby, like, this is my daughter, okay? This is my daughter. I'm like, daddy's home. Like, stop.
My
And then
daughter.
he wouldn't let
I'm
her go for
crying.
like the rest of the convo. I was like
Kaylee?
so shook.
No, Kaylee, that is the best way to describe it. I'm crying. Like, no, literally, it was like, because he already, like, this man already took his wife away. Granted, we know
Yes.
they had issues, okay? So we get that. But, like, in Kyle's mind, in that moment, it's like, you already have my woman. Like, you're not going to now also take my dog.
Yeah. And Kyle was like really like losing it the whole convo over
Kyle
like the
looked like
dog.
he
Like
hadn't slept. He was so
he was
exhausted.
ripping, he got up, picked the dog up and brought it back over to him. Like if that's not like deep like pain and insecurity and like it just was like poetic. Like I was just
No,
like, wow,
was
this is like cinema.
that was so good. No, I loved like that whole scene. Daughter, this is my daughter. I love
That's
that.
my daughter.
Oh God. And then like, okay, so let's talk about when West, the text messages, because they keep showing us these text messages, okay, that we
Mhm.
already said were so not heartfelt and just manipulative. I love when it shows Kyle's response as a voice note. Like it's so, and even Kyle started the conversation saying to him, like, and he was trying to like honestly tee West up to like be like again, like you said last week, like in the conversation that him and West had at the end of the reunion or like that during that break, like he almost
Yeah.
wanted to be like West, like even though I don't fucking like fuck with you, like do it for the show, like you know, just be a real person, like figure it out, like you know, what's your plan just in life with Amanda in general, and teed up the conversation with West, like I don't have an agenda, like let's not you know have agendas here. Why is my phone having a freak out? He goes like, you know, basically like, I don't have an agenda or whatever. And that was like my takeaway of what Kyle trying to tell West, like, be real with me for once. Like,
So
this is
you
your
shouldn't have one either.
yes. Like, this is your opportunity. And then when it shows Kyle's voice note, I'm like, this is so classic. Like, you get what you get with Kyle, right? Or like
Mhm.
what you see is what you get with him. Like, I love that in a confrontation with someone like that, he's not rethinking his response. He's not typing into ChatGPT and be like, figure out what to say. He's being a real human. And it honestly made me think to myself, like, I want to be more like that. And like, just like, because when you're yourself and when you respond just and how you feel and how you think, it's so much more human, obviously, but like also respectable.
Well, I think that's why Kyle has, like, stood the test of time as long as he has, is because, like, you feel connected to him because he is, like, his authentic psychotic self.
Love him. Oh, I
And,
love
like,
him so
and they're
much.
talking about the voice notes, and he's like, "Yeah, I had to cut myself off at the 5-minute mark." Like, here he is sitting across from the guy who stole his wife, and he's still, like, cracking jokes and, like, just a good time. That's his homeostasis is, like, being a good time and, like,
Homeostasis. Yes, that is.
literally.
That is where he stays. And even like, here's the thing, Kyle can crack a joke. Kyle can make those comments. When Wes responds and is like, even when you're rambling, it's like classic Kyle and starts laughing as he's petting the dog. It's like, back it up. No, no, no. You can't make
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah,
Don't
you're not don't
don't
be
chuckle.
friendly.
Don't
Yeah.
think that like, no, you can like get in on the banter. Like, you're not
Yeah.
allowed, bro. Like, seriously. Okay, so yeah, that was the text message. I just thought that was like right away. What did you think next after like the dog scene and like the intro?
So, first of all, Wes' outfit, he looked like such a douche lord. Like him versus Kyle is like so like Gen Z boy versus like millennial boy, like their outfits. But
Yeah.
like the all black and the like douchey camo New York Yankees hat, like worn like this. Like take your fucking hat off. Like you're having like a
Also,
heart to heart with this
you just
man.
you just went to the Yankees game wearing the Kansas City Royals. Like, can you like stand on like your own team?
No, like, he's all about fashion, which, like, I'm not mad at that. But, like, I love that Kyle was like, "All right, like, all jokes aside, all this aside, like, you did me wrong, like, whatever," but he's still, like, he's like, "I'm concerned for Amanda." Like, I'm concerned at, like, how it looks like you kind of, like, went after her in a, like, malicious, like, bad intentions way. And he's like, "The way you touch, like, girls is, like, something you need to work on," like, and he, like, stands on business for Sierra, which, like, there's all these, like, people online saying, like, Kyle and Sierra are, like, endgame or, like, Kyle's, like, always rides for Sierra, and then, like, you roll the footage and, like, it's so true, like, he always stands up for her. But, like, basically, Kyle's being like, "The way you, like, touch your girlfriends and, like, the vibes that you give off and, like, the energy is, like, inappropriate." And West is like, "Yeah, true." And then, like, you think about, like, how he treated Sierra all last summer is how he treats a girl he's not trying to date. Like,
Yeah.
in West's mind, he's like, "I have no intentions of dating Sierra. I don't want her. I don't even like her. I actually kinda hate her, but this is how I treat girls I'm not interested in." And then all of a sudden they're like, they think I'm pursuing them? Why do it's like that's because, like, his boundaries are, like, so out of line that, like, he doesn't think that that's romantic. Like, so that picture, like, that's how he was treating Amanda, like, all these 6 months when he was, like, not pursuing her or, like, maybe pursuing her. Like, imagine how much he turns it on if he is actually interested.
Yes. No, that is like that, and it's all seen. Like, we can see it as evidence. Like, it's so clear as day. And I love that Kyle like brought that up again. And I think it's again like, remember when Kyle got so heated? God, old Summer House is just the best. Like when he's yelling at like Luke, "You like to manipulate women." Like,
Yeah.
Kyle does stand on that. Like, he does not mess around when like, guys are like that. And like, granted, he's had his moments for sure. But he's just like calling out the fact that he's like just so inappropriate with these women. And he's like, mind you, she's my wife. Like, why are you
Yeah.
touching her in that way?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thought that I wanted to bring up too is like we talk about West, like how he cares so much about what people think and he cares so much about like how he's perceived. And again, he can't hide it. Like he cannot hide that for the life of him. I don't care how
Mm-mm.
smart he thinks he is. Like that comes out every single time. He said point blank, like when they started the conversation, he's like, I wanted to have this conversation with you, but like my time on camera is over. I didn't want you to think. I didn't want everyone to think I wanted to have
Mm.
this on camera because like that was me wanting to be on. And Kyle just goes, like Kyle's response was like, yeah. Because in his head, he's just like, this makes like, this doesn't matter. Like, but Wes wanted to, like, make that he wanted everyone to know, like, he's thinking about that. Like, you guys, I'm not doing this to be on camera, but by you saying it shows us that
Yeah.
that is what you're thinking.
It's like reverse psychology again, where he's like, "I really don't wanna film this, no," like, like, "and this won't make it in there."
Like,
I'm
you're
like,
just
"Oh,
telling
nothing's getting cut out of this convo."
it's like, I actually wasn't thinking about that. I'm like, "Oh, Bravo asked you to come on and get the cameras back on." But now that you said it out loud, I'm like, did you
Yeah,
initiate
like,
this?
every,
God,
like
he's
what do
so
they say?
bad.
Like, every accusation is a confession, like, he's just confessing. But, okay, so another thing Wes said that was, like, crazy is as he's, like, kinda going through, like, the timeline of, like, him and Amanda and him, like, expressing interest and Kyle being like, "Hey, like, don't you think you should've, like, given her a minute to, like, be on her own?" And Wes was like, "Yes, I said that. I wanted Amanda to be single for a while." And, like, that was what remember I said, like, single is, like, Amanda's, like, buzzword?
Yes.
I'm like, "That's because it's, like, it's Wes's buzzword." Wes' version of single is having 5 girlfriends, and
Mhm.
Amanda could have been one of them as long as she was okay with, like, him having, like, the 5 other girlfriends, and she can see other people too, and in fact, he wants her to, so that
Yes.
he can, like, continue. So, like, he's like, "No, no, you be single for a while, and I'm gonna continue seeing other people, but, like, we'll still obviously, like, hang out and, like, do whatever we're gonna do." And Amanda was like, "No, no, if we're together, period. And if we're, like, blowing up." So now he has to, like, commit to her. But in West's perfect world, they hooked up for the next indefinitely and were not in a committed relationship. And Amanda was single while she, like, got over Kyle, and he continued to have, like, his roster.
Yes. No, 100%.
Did you hear that she, like, pre-gamed with West for his date with Mia from Southern Hospitality?
I heard that online. I didn't know, like, I didn't hear her say
So,
that.
she was like and she, like, was bragging about it. I'm like, "So you're so willing to, like, be in this guy's orbit that you're pre-gaming his dates with other girls?" He's like, "We are seeing other people. In fact, I'm going on a date with someone else." And she's like, "No worries. I'll hang out with you before and like, ugh! Ugh!
No,
So
it's
that's
so
probably why
bad.
he's like, "Oh, no, she was obsessed with me, she was obsessed with me." It's like, here
Yes.
I am, like, not even choosing her, and she is refusing to, like, stay out of my way and refusing to, like, not go to Italy with me and, like, all this stuff. I'm like, "Okay, so I do think it's like." I mean, these 2 are just, like, 2 peas in a fucking pod,
They
like,
are.
they are not on the same page.
They honestly found their match in each other. What did you say earlier that I just wanna, like, address? Like, your take on
Like, Amanda saying, like or Wes saying, like, he wanted Amanda to be single for a while
yes,
and that he was
yes.
gonna continue to, like, fuck around.
When he brought up with Miha, when Kyle brought up, like, you owe her an apology." He's like, "Unfortunately, I owe a lot of people an apology." Like, you're so disgusting of a person, and, like, he's not
Yeah.
fazed by it. Like, he doesn't get emotional, and I'm not saying that you need to cry, because like, I know, like, guys, like, our dads, for example, like, I know that they can be sensitive and be emotional, but, like, they're not criers. Like, they're not really gonna cry. So, like, I'm not expecting, like, Wes to cry, right? But, like I don't sense any emotion from you that you actually feel sad about this. And Kyle's starting to break down and cry and like he like wipes his eyes. I'm like, oh my God, a part of me wanted to just like tell him, like, please don't. Like, hold it in. Hold the tears in because he is so not worth it.
I mean, we know, like, Kyle will cry at the drop of a hat.
I know.
But I'm, like, trying to, like, figure out if, like, what West is saying is truthful, that he was, like, obsessed with Amanda for so long, and I think when he said, like, "Well, actually, this one's different because it came from, like, 3 years of friendship, and there was nothing performative about it." I'm like, West is constantly performing, so that must be, like, so exhausting for him, and he can, like, sort of drop the act with Amanda because she already, like, knows who the fuck he is and, like, somehow still wants to spend time with him because she's feeding off, like, the energy he's giving her. Like, they're like 2 matches. Like, he wants somebody who, like, actually likes him for him and he doesn't have to, like, act a certain way around, and she just wants to be showered with, like, attention, and he's sort of like a love bomber, like, attention whore. So, like, that's why they're kind of, like, meshing, but it's not because there's real feelings between each other, you know? It's like
No.
West is, like he's also probably, like and him texting Miha, like, "You win." Like, you win, you're on camera now. Like, he's probably one of those guys who's, like, suspicious of every girl just, like, using him for fame because he's using everyone around him for fame, you know? It's
Yes. Like
like
he's clocking it because that's how he operates.
yeah, And so him being like, you win, like, oh, you're getting to film. It's like, no, she didn't win. She's still like heartbroken over you. And like, she's making the best of it. But like, she would have rather her just be with you. But like, he is so like toxic and constantly like, he's constantly like looking for like an opportunity or whatever. Like, he's never moving genuinely. So then he feels like Amanda liking him was like just because of like a genuine friendship connection. That was like revolutionary to him. And that's why he was like, oh, maybe this is like maybe this is the one that's like gonna stick because she actually like knows me and I haven't been like manipulating the fuck out of her the whole time to like get her to like me.
Yes, no, and that is like what like that is 100% what it is. Like it started from a friendship, and a lot of relationships do work that way. You know, where like you start as a
Yeah.
friendship and then you realize, wait, we're so good. I mean, Carl and Lindsay, although like wounds have been healed because we got to talk about their podcast another time, but like, oh my
Right.
gosh, that was so amazing. They both said, we're back, we're so back. And it was like,
Yeah.
so fucking awesome to see. Oh,
But like when
they're
Amanda
best
was
friends
talking
again.
to Lindsay, Amanda was like, well, yeah, then I started like going through the story in my head of like, okay, it started as a friendship. Like maybe this is my person. It's like girls do that so often where they're like, go on one date with a guy and they're like, what a good story. He's XYZ and we met here and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, fuck the narrative. Like, do you like him? Like, do you actually like him? Like, no, she
Yes.
doesn't. She was
No.
like, oh, this is good on paper. Like, we were friends first, and then it like became this, and he like really supported me. Like, she's like in her head, like, that's a good story. Like,
Yes.
okay, you know,
And
not
she
like, oh
wanted
my
to
God, I
like, she was
couldn't.
getting older. She wanted to get married. Like all of those things were
Yeah.
like happening. And like, so it
Oh my
felt like
God.
this will line up.
And
What?
her being like, I want to have kids and like settle down soon. Wes has no fucking intentions of doing that. Like,
No.
are you kidding?
It's so crazy.
He's
When
like,
she brought
yeah,
up,
sure. Like, I just need to get like a couple more brand deals, and then like we're done.
when she brought up kids, I'm like, you want to have kids with this man?
And for him to like even entertain that is fucked up. Like, bruh, you won't even date a girl, let alone have children and move to the suburbs and like settle down.
Also, how twisted when he brought up with Miha when Kyle was like 100% you had a secret girlfriend this whole time. And like, he was kind of admitting it. Like, he was like, yeah, I know. And then he said, he was like, well, I thought that like she kind of knew that we weren't like serious when she asked me to go meet her parents over Christmas. And I didn't do that. I said we weren't ready for that. But how many times was she around your friends? I bet you she met his parents. Like, it's
Yeah.
such a twisted way. It's like, well, it's like, I'll pick what I want to do with this relationship. Like, I'm going to make the calls of like when I meet your parents, but you can be around all my family and friends. Like,
I
because he
think,
doesn't want to be introduced to her parents because then that's like so much more real for even him.
right. I think like West is like, he acts a certain way, but as long as he doesn't say, like he's, instead of like actions speak louder than words, he's like, no, words are the only thing that really matter. And like actions are just like, oh, that's your fault for like reading into that. So like he's gonna
Mhm.
act like totally like your boyfriend and like do all the right things and like act so interested in you and like be touchy-feely, but he never said, you know? And like that's why like and Sierra is thinking like, okay, like, oh, we're like hooking up again or like whatever. He never said, you know?
Yes.
It's like, okay, but like somebody like sleeping at your house or like you going to meet her meeting your family, like these things matter. It doesn't matter what you say or don't say. In
Yes.
fact, they matter more than words because your words kind of like mean nothing. So like I guess I'll like read into the actions. But he's like, oh no, those don't oh, you thought, you know, like he's
Like, I couldn't have been more like he says unclear, but in his mind, like he's using the word unclear to like validate these women and not seem like he's totally off base on what happened.
right.
But in his mind, he thinks he couldn't have been more clear, like in what he's saying
Him
to
being
them.
unclear is him not being, you know, like him being like, oh, I kept it, I wasn't clear. I'm like, that doesn't mean you were like, hey, we're not together.
Yes.
That just meant you weren't like, yeah, we're definitely together. Like, it's like omission is another form of like lie, you
like
know?
Sierra said, he has loopholes. He has his way of working
Yeah.
around everything. One part that I will say, he got emotional. He started to like really know that this was a problem.
About the fucking boys.
The boys, the
Playing
basketball.
pool basketball.
I laughed so hard. I'm like, this is him being like that when you posted that clip of us playing basketball. I'm like, that is what made you sad?
Yeah. Like that's all he cares about.
You care about the
And
crew.
also like Kyle kind of saying like, we gelled like as a cast.
Yeah.
He's like, Kyle's mourning the fact that they couldn't have like another fun season with like the boys playing pool basketball.
Yeah. And, like, I get that. Like, that's, I think, why Jesse was so torn up. Like, that's why I think a lot of them were so affected. It was the group that was breaking down. When Wes said, "I'm not gonna be able to convince you that I'm a changed person. Like, I'm not gonna be able to sit on this couch and convince you." It's like, we know that. Like, you don't need
You're
to
not.
tell Yeah, you're not a changed person. You're never going to be. Like, again, your words mean nothing. And that's why, like, Bravo continuing this and, like, giving them this second chance to, like, share their side of the story is honestly, like, just helping them, and it's annoying. It's like, I actually wish we would have done a reunion part 4 where we got more of the information and they actually showed up and did their jobs at the reunion, didn't shut
Mhm.
down, didn't disassociate. Like, Kyle and Lindsay both said to both people, to Wes and Amanda, they both said to them, "This is what I want to hear at the reunion. Why did we say
Right.
this at the reunion?" And it's like, I get it. People have
Because
bad
they're
days, but
But they're better one-on-one. Like, if you're, like, a manipulative liar, you can't have too many witnesses there to be like, "No, no, that hey, no, no." But when you're one-on-one and he's, like, playing to Kyle's emotions of, like, buddy, buddy, and, like, Kyle obviously, like, would prefer to, like, just be himself, and, like, Kyle saying, like, "This is such a mind fuck, like, doing this on TV," because he's like, "I care about you, I care about Amanda, like, I want to, like, let you guys off the hook," basically,
yes.
is, like, he's like, "That's what but I can't because I have all these eyeballs being like, 'No, Kyle, no, that would be crazy. Like, don't listen to them.'" But, like, they're such good manipulators that, like, Kyle wants to just be like, "Okay, fine, like, you were in love, like, I get it."
Yes, yes, and they didn't have you're so right, they picked the right people too, and, like, with Lindsay, like, she's gonna still give it to her, but she's also gonna kinda fall back a little bit and, like, feel for Amanda. Like,
Yeah.
if Mia was there with Lindsay, whoof, firing squad. If Jesse even came to the conversation, Wes is
Yeah.
getting checked.
Because Jesse knows Wes better and, like, spends more time he would've been like, "No, no, like, we were here that night," or like, "No, actually, I was there that day, and that's not how," or like, "You guys were like, you know what I mean? Like, their whole narrative that, like, they were, like, totally innocent until the statement, like, somebody can discount that. Like, somebody
Yes.
was with them in November, in December, like, when they were, like, probably fully together. So, like, somebody blow up their spot, like, let's go. Come out of the
That's
woodwork.
why yes, I need someone to blow up their spot. Gosh. Oh, we could talk about
Also,
this for days, but,
wait,
Sierra and
there's one
Miha.
thing. Wait, God, I think it was Lindsay or Amanda said something that was, like, fucking groundbreaking, and it was to do with ugh,
Wait, who said what? Maybe I can help piece it.
God, I just had it. I think it was Lindsay, I don't know, it'll come back. Oh, ugh, almost had it. It was definitely Amanda and Lindsay, something with regards to West, but okay, it'll come back or it won't.
Let's just get to okay, here's the thing. Kyle and West, I think Kyle just did that conversation to close this chapter. I don't necessarily know if I think that like they'll be friends. I think that they'll be nice. I mean, we've already seen Kyle and Amanda on the street, smiling together. Like Kyle, we knew this. Like Kyle's gonna be able to move forward and like hang out with these people in these social settings. Like that's just the kind of person he is. Um, but, like, I don't think he's necessarily letting them off the hook, you know? At least I like to
Mhm.
think, and I hope that he
Not that
does
he's
that.
going to, but I'm saying that's in his moment, in his core. He's like, "This is what I'm naturally feeling." Similar to Sierra when she was, like, conflicted with Wes, she's like, "My natural feelings of being around you, I wanna forgive you. But
Mhm.
because there's all these viewers that are, like, weighing in, I can't because then I won't be able to, like, show my face in this town." But,
Yes.
like, these manipulators are really good.
Oh, God. Sierra and Miha, like, I didn't even need that conversation, I'm being so honest. Like, I didn't feel, like, really anything from it. I would found myself, like, again, bored. I am, like,
Yeah.
happy that these 2 can come together and connect, and, like, they said they were trauma bonding and they can, talk about it for days, but they have both done this again to each other, to themselves. Miha is still having 6-hour phone conversations. She's still texting with
Mhm.
him. She has been the side chick and has just continued this cycle. Sierra did it for years with him. She did it also with Austin, as I've pointed out in the past. It's like they're definitely stronger people, or I don't really know Miha enough, but Sierra is definitely a stronger person when you put her up against someone like Amanda Batula. But I think that we need to give the same energy at times to Sierra for like continuing this as well. Like,
Mhm.
so that's my takeaway on the Sierra and Miha connecting. It's like these 2 girls that have like also been in this situation and like can't get enough of it in a way and like want to keep talking about it, which like we've all been there as girls, but well, not to that extent. But
So, I had 2 takeaways from this convo. One, Sierra's apartment, fucking stunning, gorgeous chef's kiss. Like,
We never see it.
yes. Like, fuck yeah. Whoever like she hired or if she did it herself, like amazing, amazing work. And like show off, like by all means. Two, are they setting up like Miha being like Sierra was like, let's have a fun summer, like let's make the summer fun. Like, are they setting up for like Miha to be part of this? Like,
Yes, I think so.
like is that the point of this convo? And like I still can't believe this girl like can't detach herself from this troll. Like that she still is like, but I get it. Like they were like in her mind together for like over a year. So I mean, I don't know, but the spell this man has is like actually wild.
I had the same takeaway, Kaylee. I think that Miha is going to be on Summer House. I think she's going to be either a friend or a castmate, which honestly is another, like we said that Wes' biggest mistake was bringing Dara on.
Dara.
And now it's like the Miha of it all. It's like, you know what, Wes, you texting her, you win. She did win because now she's going to be on the show. You're not going to be on it. And I would love, like, Bravo, I would love if you would bring Miha on, honestly. Like, but I don't want to even, like, have her on to, like, be, like she's, like, talk about Wes all the time. Like, just have her on and see if she could, like, she seems like an interesting person.
I guess, but it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, it's not that she lives in Philly and she would just like hang out at his apartment when he was up in the Hamptons because she like worked remote and just, I'm like, so you just were like his live-in, like hang out, like always be, I'm like, that's no wonder he wasn't like taking you seriously. Like you're so available. You're just like, sure, I'll just like pick up and hang out and like assemble your furniture like while you're like hooking up with other girls in the Hamptons. Like I don't think he ever really was like taking her that serious. She was just a little too, and she kind of said it herself, like, I'm not a partner that'll like wants to be like all up in your business and like wondering where you are, and like she sounds like she's very like hands off and like can get walked all over, and he like totally took advantage of that.
Yeah.
And like I said, like she stuck, like you're like, maybe he really does care about her because like she stuck around for so long. I'm like, no, she stuck around for so long because she was willing to put up with anything.
And that's why Amanda and Kyle were together for 10 years. Wes is found himself in Miha. He's found himself in Amanda. There's similarities between the two we're seeing as you're dissecting now. Like the whole
just
thing.
Like hands off the wheel. Like Amanda is hands off. Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Yes.
Amanda saying, Lindsay was like, let's talk about the reunion. And Amanda saying, to be honest, I don't remember much of it. And Lindsay was like, and Amanda was like, because when I'm getting yelled at, like because of how much I've been yelled at over the years by Kyle, I just shut down. No, queen. No, queen. No. We know why you don't remember it. And Lindsay was like, definitely. Like Lindsay's not buying it for a second. She's like, no. you were literally zonked out of your mind. That's why you don't remember the reunion. And if you don't remember it, you can watch it. Lucky for you. Go ahead.
Watch it. Go watch it, girl. No, that is like, and honestly, that was again, like Lindsay probably wanted to bring up the fact that she was on something. But again, like I brought up last week, you can't because Bravo, it's such a bad look for Bravo to have people come to work on something. Like, you know, not remembering. No, that was a good one. So glad you remembered.
I was like, Amanda, don't say that.
And again, that's her. I don't remember because I'm so used to my marriage. It's again her putting it on Kyle. I disassociate because Kyle yelled at me for, you know, all my marriage.
Don't remember the reunion, so I can't be held accountable for it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys. So that is the Summer House part 1, finale, part 1, part 2, part 3, the aftermath. We had Chi Chi here with us to uncover it with me because she's the person I go to, as we've discussed, for all things Summer House. I can't believe it's wrapped, but there's going to be probably more that comes out that we can recap. But Chi Chi, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. We're officially tired, as we said last week, but it is always so fun to do it with you. And we're probably going to talk about this now for the next 2 weeks. And
no, we need more. And like more will come out, and like Lindsay's popping off on Threads. Like there's just, and Sierra's mom being like, get off Threads. I'm like, first of all, like, what the fuck is Threads? Like, let's just call it, isn't it Twitter? Or it's like Instagram.
It's like the Instagram's Twitter. Yes.
So stop trying to make Threads happen. Okay.
I know. Because it's like every time I click on it, then I got to download Threads. I'm like, please don't.
I'm like,
please
I'm not getting Threads. Okay. I'm not getting Threads. I'll just read the first half.
Bravo probably has a deal with Threads. And that's why they send us there. They're like, go over there. Go over there.
Yeah.
But Chi-Chi has to go to a facial. She has so many fun things to do
Sorry,
this
I'm like
week.
really busy.
Yeah, she got some fun things. But oh my gosh, okay, you guys, let us know in the comments what you thought about all those conversations. And if you want us to do another deep dive. Chi-Chi, I did have somebody reach out. Oh my gosh, she's the cutest. Let me actually shout her name out really quick. She said she wanted more from us. She needs another deep dive, which Heather Cole, thank you so much for reaching out and saying you're liking what we're doing. We can do more deep dives if you want. If you want us to unpack the threads, if you want us to unpack Wes leaving Summer House.
Thank you, Heather, for not calling us bugs or saying we need to brush our hair. Okay.
Yeah, we
We
appreciate
don't.
you. We're killing it, okay? LYT.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Taylor Takes. Tune in next week. Taylor Takes.